It's Tim Albright with TV Technology in the OWC booth at NAB 2022 with TV Technology. Mr. Larry O'Connor, CEO of OWC, how are you, sir?
Doing great. Right. Glad to be here and having, it's been a great show so far.
We'll talk about that for a second. We're going to get into some of the really cool things we have here, but what is your sense, what is your feeling this first time NAB has happened in 3 years? In person, I should say, yeah.
Yeah, that's really the first time it's happened after 2-year hiatus since 2019. It's been a great show. I mean, there's been great people coming through. I mean, this is really where we learn what our customers' needs are, how we're meeting those needs, and making sure that we give everybody the best experience. We've been able to bring out a lot of great gear over the last couple of years. Even without these shows, still maintaining just the momentum and that contact, that interaction that we did even during these challenging years, as we say. But being back in person, being able to show people, have people working with these live demos, looking at these solutions, understanding, giving feedback. We know we've brought out a lot of great solutions, and really excited to just keep making that experience better because of the interactions that we've had here. 10 minutes with somebody here is worth hours on a Zoom or a Teams or any of that stuff. This has been great.
Talk for a second, if somebody isn't familiar with OWC, talk about the legacy you guys have in this community, in the broadcast, in the content creation community.
Sure. We've been doing what we do for over 30 years, and our foundational focus has been on extending the life of technology. Not forcing people to replace complete workflows, but rather provide the solutions that let those workflows go further, last longer, and quite frankly, make them better. Yeah. When it's time to replace a computer or a central piece of those workflows, we've got the solutions that take you forward. And on top of that, the solutions that that we're providing so you can enhance what you already have are designed to also be future forward and future ready as well. And we have solutions that work with anything from the USB 5G Type A, just a standard Type A port, all the way up to Thunderbolt 40 gigabit in the same solution. So whatever you plug it into, you get the maximum performance. So if you're not yet on a Thunderbolt 3 machine, that's okay. You're still going to get the fastest USB your system has available to you, or through a car, whatever it may be. When you move on to Thunderbolt, that solution goes on with you. When you move from Thunderbolt 2 to Thunderbolt 3, you can take your drives out of our chassis, move them to a new chassis, and everything moves. You're not locked into hardware that limits where you can take your data in your future.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk for a second about your connectivity and the abilities that you guys have that you give your clients and customers surrounding existing products, right? Whether it's a computer manufacturer, a monitor manufacturer, or some other device, your solutions interact and kind of interface with them seamlessly because of your partnerships with those existing customers and the manufacturers.
Correct. One computer doesn't come out of the box able to do it all. Today's systems can do amazing things, but they may lack a certain port or a certain interface type or a protocol. And we work to make sure that whatever you need to connect, whatever display, whatever network, whatever peripherals, whatever it may be, you have a seamless through our docks, through even external storage that has different hubs and ports, single devices that let you connect to everything that you need for your world and your workflow. And these solutions, we literally today go from camera to screen. We don't manufacture the cameras, but we now have a leading line of CF Express cards and SD cards that you capture your media. We've got the readers for that media. They provide the highest speed performance. In fact, our docks going back to our first Thunderbolt 2 dock nearly a decade ago, still provides the highest performance possible for those UHS 2 cards. I mean, we build these things because we're our own customers, we listen to our customers, and there's no compromise in these areas. We also have no compromises when it comes to, I consider this a sustainability aspect, building solutions that aren't going to fail. Using a power supply that's got that extra capacity, so it's not being maxed out, it's not running hot, it's not putting your data at risk or your bridge at risk that is powering, and has longevity versus, there's some drives out there people expect to fail in a couple of years. We have customers that come here every year, including this show, that tell us how they loved our new Thunderbolt 8, and hey, they got our solution that's still running from a decade or 15 years ago. We provide products that last. We can't control every aspect, but every aspect we can't control. We build these solutions not for planned obsolescence, not for a planned replacement cycle, but so that customers can count on their solutions, count on our products to go that distance. We work very hard to earn our customers' trust, earn their referrals, earn their future business, as opposed to lock them into certain workflows or certain situations where they don't have a choice. They always have a choice, and we want our customers to be able to choose OWC because we really are the best solution for any of their needs.
Yeah, I love the fact that you kind of talking about the sustainability of why that's important, and that also the longevity certainly helps with the product.
Technology needs to be helpful. It needs to enhance. It should never be a hindrance. It should never be something that is a distraction from your creativity and the work you need to get done. Yeah. And it's pretty cool today. I mean, when you look at all of our solutions, these solutions literally, are there for somebody who's an individual, a one-man band, so to speak, doing it all the way up to, stepping up to small work groups where multiple people are interacting, and then all the way up to large work groups where you've got 200 users on one of our systems doing ingest, producing, editing, and sending out live video, all of them, it's a particular television station. So, these products, but here's the thing, that professional grade, that level of capability is available and accessible very competitively, very cost-effective price points, so that everybody can get the benefits of really what's going to make everything fly. Yeah. And at the show today, if you'd like me to go into a couple of the new products.
Yeah.
Sure, we have our new Pro Dock. The Pro Dock steps up. Our previous Pro Dock for Thunderbolt had a CFast reader. That's been updated to a CF Express reader. Take advantage of the new cameras and that new PCI technology. It's 700 megabytes a second on a card. So if you're capturing 8K video, it's up to 2 terabytes per card today. It's a lot of data to ingest. And this dock, as well as our new adapter, our standalone CFX reader, can read at that full speed. That dock also gives you 10G Ethernet. It's the only dock with 10G. A lot of our customers require audio. Well, actually, audio is just what everybody's doing in production. It has an audio component. I shouldn't even speak to it that way. But these ports on our docks are also AVB compatible. Just say it's compatible. They support the AVB protocol. Okay. So you have that audio support, which a lot of products don't. So these solutions are really well thought through. I don't even know where to start. At the end of the day, it's about, the fun here is seeing how our customers use our solutions. These solutions literally have been inspired and understood by people who have these workflow challenges, have these workflow needs, so that these products are built to be very flexible and plug in where you need them to plug in. Awesome. So that's a couple of things. Flex 1 U4 would be another product I'd go into. Our Flex 8 is a desktop solution that gives you up to 8 bays of storage, including 4 flexible bays that will take. We put up to 8 SATA hard drives in this solution, 8 SAS drives, or a mix of 4 drives. Actually, any mix of up to 8 drives of SATA or SAS, and then there's 4 bays that accept U2 and NVMe. So in one bay alone, you can have the equivalent of one of our Thunderblades doing 2000 megabytes a second on flash, matched up alongside of it with a 7-drive array you can then be dumping off to for your static storage. So here's high-speed ingest, and then whatever you need with that kind of flash, and then here's your storage array right next to it in the same solution. You can move that data off to. And that same unit gives you a CFast reader, it gives you USB ports, and it gives you video. So and a PCI slot where you can put a video capture card, an audio card, or a 10G card for further capabilities. Very, very flexible and very adaptable for a wide variety of needs. And at the show, we've introduced our new Flex 1 U4 rack, which is a 4-bay version. Okay. And this solution provides much of the same PCI slot, the ports as our desktop unit, but now you have 4 bays in the rack, but all are interchangeable. So 4 bays, you can do UDOT to NVMe, SAS, or SATA in the solution, and any mix of those. And the same deal where one of those bays can have a 2800 megabyte a second SSD array lined up with other SSDs or 3 hard drives, 3 other drives in an array that you can move data off of.
So really, you're talking about different mixing and matching different types of array, different types of hard drives, the connectivity and stuff like that. Does that mean each bay
has multiple connectivities?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Each of those bays are interchangeable for U.2 NVMe, SAS, or SATA.
Okay.
And then the other piece of that is that monitor I've been talking about that is 2000 megs a second, so up to 32 terabytes of flash, that also works with a Helios interchange system. Would be happy, we'll love to show here shortly.
Yeah.
But this allows you to pull that module out. So if you've done an ingest, you've done a backup, you can pull that module out and ship it to somebody else. Has another Helios, has another Flex 8, has another Flex 1U4, plug it in, and that data is now accessible wherever you ship it.
Oh wow, that's pretty awesome.
This is the tip of the iceberg. I mean, in terms of,
well, and that's the thing is we're going to show some of the B-roll as you and I are talking here. What is one thing that you're like, this is the best thing I'm bringing to NAB this year?
You know, that's always a really hard question because
It's like asking who's your favorite kid. I know.
well, I'm going to answer the question
Yeah.
because it's kind of a focus this year. But it really, from the best thing we bring to NAB, it's really going to be what the individual's need is and what that best. I mean, we bring amazing solutions for everybody. So it's really the best is going to be what's right and what you need for your workflow. What I'm really excited about here is our new Jellyfish system, our new R24 rack, our new up-and-coming Jellyfish portables. But this is for stepping up workflow. We have more than, if you got 2 or 3 people, 4 people, 8 people. Now, we have a mobile device, high speed, that mixes drives with a smart SSD, an incredible software architecture behind it that allows people to seamlessly plug and play and edit and collaborate on the road. Over 10G, 8K, 12K, actually in 12K, we have a demo running with 5 12K streams coming off the Jellyfish.
Wow.
Over 10G.
Yeah.
So in terms of what this does for, it's hard to even, again, it's these, the thing that we do at OWC and all of our solutions aim to do is make things easy. You know, you have work to do, you want to just plug and play and go. And when I look at the Jellyfish is a solution that scales, again, from a few users to literally hundreds of users. It's available and it's priced right, again, for a small work group or somebody that's going to scale into a larger work group, but it's designed to require a very minimal IT experience. In fact, most people have no IT experience working with it. You plug it in, you plug your Mac or PC or Linux box into it, you run our application, and it auto-configures.
Oh, wow.
So there's more, again, it's pretty incredible to look at, and it's a solution that's been picking up speed, picking up pace, and I'm really, really excited and proud to be showing Jellyfish. And Jellyfish is driving on most of the, we have some systems that are driven off of our direct attached storage here, and then we have an array of units simulating a work group that are driven off our Jellyfishes. And these are live demos. These aren't videos running on a screen.
No.
People are walking up and doing editing. We have our new Jellyfish workstations also being demoed here, being shown off. These are solutions that I love Mac, and I'm not here to any how to say bad vibes towards the Apple ecosystem, but for some of the heavy lifting, well, there's a 3D render color going on right behind me. On a Mac Pro, decked out Mac Pro, this is something that literally takes weeks to accomplish. This is doing it in real time.
Oh wow.
So we're continuing that ecosystem from direct attached storage to that SAN to the adapters that let you read and write CF Express, SD, mainly read, of course, for ingest, to the docks that connect you to everything, and then all the way into these collaboration systems that allow one place for all your data needs. And again, it's just a winning solution. And going back to how everything works together, a lot of customers now use a Flex 8 as their direct attach.
Yeah.
They will move data from the Jellyfish into their Flex 8 for even faster editing and faster support, or they may be remote.
Yeah.
If they're remote, they'll move it off a Jellyfish that's at a home office, anywhere around the world, move it into their Flex 8, do their work, and then sync it back. And all of these things, data, of course, the importance of data integrity, the importance of data accuracy is rather key.
Yeah.
And embedded in these solutions, of course, for checksumming, and we also have an application now, Copy That, which has been introduced and for the first time shown here, which is designed for ingest, provides the thumbnailing, provides the checksumming, but also has another really unique feature, and there'll be more to come, but a unique feature that we decided to incorporate, felt was important. It's one thing to checksum, when your data is first recorded, when you first transfer. We provide the ability to checksum without the original ingest device. If it's 2 years, 3 years, within 2 days, it doesn't matter. If you want to check your data again, you're able to continue to checksum and make sure
that your original data is still your original data. So 5 years from now, if you run a checksum, you're going to know that it's still in the original condition, the original data without error that you ingested, or that you may have to go to a backup.
That's awesome. Larry, thank you so much. If somebody wants to find out more about OWC, how do they do that?
Today they can visit macsales.com, MACSALES.com, or go to OWC.com. And it's very important to know, these solutions, everything that we do is very OS agnostic today.
Okay.
You know, Mac, Linux, Windows, is all supported. In fact, one last thing I'll toss out there is our Windows support for RAID. We're the only platform today that now allows you to take a RAID device off a Mac and just plug and play it into a PC. So
oh wow, that is huge. Yeah.
Soft RAID exists for now Mac and for PC, and whether it's right now it's how to say it's really the Mac HFS Plus and APFS. So you take that drive off your Mac, plug it to the PC, set it up on the PC, move it back to the Mac, all data intact.
That is absolutely huge, because there are so many folks that have mixed work environments, right, where you might use a Mac and I might use a PC, but we still need to collaborate. Yeah, absolutely. All right, Larry O'Connor, thank you so much. All right, appreciate it.
My pleasure.
For us, for TV Technology, go by our website, tvtechnology.com, and find out more videos from the show floor of NAB 2022.